Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and today is Wednesday, July 17th. Can you believe that this is July 17th already? How does it get to be the middle of July? Wake up, YouTube. It's 4:30 in the morning. We're awake and we're ready to do some art. Did you see my title this morning? Did you see my title? I hope I put the right date in it. Hi, Teresa. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning, ladies. Let's get my phone set so I can see you all better. Let's see. Get rid of all the notifications. Bring up YouTube. Go to my channel. Come on, Mary. YouTube keeps taking away my subscribers. I've noticed that when I get to like a 10, a little even mark, like every 10 or every 50 or every 100, they subtract. They won't let you get over it. For the last week, I've been at a certain point and I jump over that level. Let's just say that one hurdle, let's say the next 10, and I'll get 3 over it, subtract 3. I'll get 2 over it, and they'll subtract 3. I get 1 over it, and they'll subtract 3. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they don't want you to get subscribers. I don't think I have that much spam. I don't think I have that many people just subscribing for no reason at all. I really think it's just YouTube's algorithm going nuts. It's very hard to jump over goals and little milestones. They fight you. They fight you all the way. YouTube, I love you, YouTube, but you make it very hard on us to grow. I think that there are certain channels that they promote and help grow, and the rest of us, I do think that they block a lot of our growth. And I'm off on my YouTube rant this morning. I love you, YouTube, but I've been watching it. I've been tracking it, and it's very frustrating. Let's see. I don't want to go live. I want to go to my channel. So we're going to talk today. We're going to focus on the positive. Be the reason someone smiles today. I love this. I keep it out. This came oh, look, she put a note. Mary, you always make me smile. God bless you. Love, Norma. Aw. Well, this makes me smile. This reminds me that even though I have to deal with the crap, there's a lot of crap out there. I have to tell you, there's a lot of crap out there. And you just have to brush it off. And I'm not so good at brushing stuff off, in case you guys haven't noticed. So anyway, be the reason someone smiles today. Love it. I love it. Good morning. Magical Art Journal. What is that about, Mary? Well, let me tell you. Oh, first, let me show you. Let me show you this. Speaking of being the reason someone smiles, Branson Limousine Norma, she sent several of us some happy mail. And this came from Norma, but she also sent chocolate. And I opened one of my chocolate bars yesterday. No, I did not gobble it all down, but I saved the wrapper. I saved this wrapper. It tells you how to experience chocolate. So this is going to go in my art journal, but not right now. How to experience chocolate. You smell it. You savor it on your tongue. So, come on, flip. Flip. Flip, flip. All right. Yeah, what is that Magic Art Journal about? Well, Tanya and Lisa do their journals every morning. And, every morning. They probably do every month. They've been doing a mini journal in their Hangouts. And this month, in the month of July, they are doing a long stitch. Now, this is not stitched in. This is where I am on it. And I told them that I would show this right at the beginning, my progress right at the beginning of my stream. So this is where I am on it. Mine looks a lot like Tanya's. I think I approached mine a different way because I have a separate spine here that I did use tape. I did mine off of the flaps of the Happy Mail box that Norma sent. So, but here it is. Here's my signatures. Let me pull them out for a minute. And here's the inside of it. And this is a yardage of fabric that I got at Walmart on sale. It was a clearance piece. Yay. And I'm just holding it. And I put my butterflies in upside down, but that's okay. They're just flying upside down. I could put it this way. No, I just like it this way. But, you know, butterflies can fly upside down. They're just taking a different flight pattern today, or in this journal. And then I have 5 signatures, and I had to laugh because Lisa was saying in the Hangout yesterday that she usually puts her pages in each signature in the same order, and but she didn't in this one. And I had to laugh because all the time that they were working, I had divided out the pages, the different pages that I wanted in these, and I was struggling with putting them in order. And I did get most of them in order, in the same order, but I thought, oh, I should do what Lisa did and just put them in. But I didn't. They're mostly in the same order. I'll just pick one here. First, let me tell you, this same fabric that I have a good yard, maybe a yard and a half of it. They sold it in a bundle, but I have enough that I can put a piece of this on the front of my signature and on the back of my signatures. I've got 5 signatures, and I've got enough that I can do this on every one. And that's one of the things I'm going to do, hopefully today. So I want to show you something else. So this is what I'm going to work on next. Let me get my journal out here. This is the journal, the 5 signatures. The 5 signatures. I have to review the video yet of how they stitch this in, but my understanding is the long stitch comes across this point. And I'm not sure exactly. What I need to review is how they get the signatures, if they stitch around these. See, I think they stitched their signatures closed on the sewing machine. I'm not going to do that. I'm not ready to get my $5 sewing machine out yet. I've got too much other stuff I got going. So I was thinking about just doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in each one of these. But then my next question was, am I going to connect these together? And Tanya was talking something about a loop stitch or a center stitch. And as you put these in here, one of my questions to Tanya was how much space above and below this, above this point and below this point should the signatures be? And she said about a 1/2 inch, and that's about what I have. Now, they alternated their signatures, like they'll have a color, a different color, a color, and the same color. They'll do every other signature. The spine here is a different color, so that when you put it in here, it shows different colors, and it shows it consistently. Color, 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 different color, color, different color, color, different color, that type of thing. But my journal is so colorful with all these pretty butterflies on here. It is so colorful that I decided I wanted my signatures here to be black, and I'll put that fabric on the cover, and I'm happy with doing that. But as far as the center stitch here, I'm thinking not make it in the center, to kind of make it up above, and maybe put tiny tassels in here. But see, I'll have a long stitch here and a long stitch here. So I'm not sure I even want tassels on this one, but maybe I'll have a stitch. Maybe I will put it in the center. And maybe what'll happen is I'll do a center stitch here to keep these signatures together as a group, and then put them in there. And maybe that's what the long stitch hooks onto, is that center stitch to keep it in here. And Tanya did say we'd have some wiggle, so I'm not sure exactly. I have to go look at the binding video that they put a link to. I'll put a link to their, after chat this morning, I'll put a link to their playlist or their video for this. It's on Tanya This, That, and Chat. Tanya McGuire This, That, and Chat, if you're interested in it. So the other thing I have here, and this was completely unrelated, but I have these butterflies. Look at these butterflies. I bought these for 75% off, and I wasn't sure why. They just attracted me. So I have some butterfly charms. I'm not sure I'll use them all on here. It would really make a pretty spine thing if I did, though, and it's already beaded for me. I kind of like the idea of doing that. Maybe right in there. But the other thing that I'm going to do on here, and maybe you saw these when I first pulled this out, is I have these cutouts here. Where's my other one? Here's the other one. I trimmed out some butterflies out of that fabric. I've got lots of extra fabric here. I've got lots of extra fabric to play with yet. And I was thinking how fun it might be to make some fabric pages out of this. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I probably won't, but maybe in another journal. But anyway, I glued these to the back of a leftover piece of cardboard. This was a flap off of the priority box that Norma sent me of Happy Mail. So I glued that. I cut them out and glued them on, and then I just used my marker to darken the edges. And I think I'm going to use those here. I have one more that I'm going to cut out this morning. Show you how I did it. I see here's the priority box, and I just trim it around in here. And I think I'm going to glue these on here for my cover, but then maybe I'll have my, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to, I want this on there, but I'm not sure exactly how. We'll think about that. That's still a thought process one. So then the other thing that I have here that I want to show you before I get started is, oh yeah, you have all the little scraps and leftovers, don't you? You have all the little scrappies and leftovers. And here's, oops, don't get it in your coffee. Here's some of my scrappies and leftovers right here. And I have a little pile here of when I was trimming out my fabric and everything. And I think I'm going to save these for clusters. Of course, I'm going to save my salvage. This is my salvage marking here. The 1, 2, 3 and the salvage identification. Only I didn't get the designer name on it. I don't know what happened to the other piece, if that's still in there. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Candace Allen. Used under license by David Textiles, Inc. So, but these that I have right here, I think I'm going to save for some clusters. Now, whether I put clusters in my art journal or not is another story. I don't want it to get too thick. And what I also have here is some pieces here, and I want to work on these this morning. I'm going to make some tags. I'm going to make some tags out of these black pieces here are some leftover pieces, some offcuts, the kind of mistakes that I have as I was trying to figure out my signature sizes. And then I have, you know, a little piece like, well, I got here this, well, one of them in here. One of them, a little thin piece goes in there. Maybe I pulled this one out and was going to trim it down. But I'll be making some tags with this. I'll probably have to tear it down a little. So tags, and here's more, 3 more tags here. So I'll have 6 tags and some, I don't know, maybe bookmark. Maybe I'll make a bookmark and a tag out of this. I'm not sure exactly what. We'll see. So that'll go in there. They all kind of match. So that's where I'm going with this. Now, why am I calling this my MAJIC journal? You may be asking, well, MAJIC journal, what's MAJIC? Well, I like to theme. I like to theme my journals. I like each one of my little mini journals to have a theme. And I go, what am I going to use for a theme? And I hemmed and I hawed and I hemmed and I hawed. And then I said, well, why don't I mind map it? Why don't I mind map it? So I did mind map it in my head. And let me tell you, that helps me. Even if you don't write it down, if you kind of visually think of a circle, put in there, what am I going to name journal? And you know in your head what you're thinking about. And then I did the who, what, when, where, why, who. Well, this is the what. This is who is me. And what am I going to name? What am I going to theme this journal? And this is a journal that I'm making with a little monthly mini journal that we're doing in a hangout with Tanya Lisa. That's the what. Why? Well, the why is because I want all my little journals to have a theme inside. I like to have my journals to have a theme. And who, what, when? Well, when is this month. I want to get it done. I like to have my journals to have a theme, but I don't like to have these. I like to get them done. I don't like to have these hanging around. And so far I've been keeping up and getting them all done. But this is a lot of signature. There are a lot of pages in here. I think I have close. Well, one of them's a tissue page that I probably won't do anything with. One is just a tissue like this. I may or may not do something with that. And then this one I probably won't. That's a cutout out of my Needlecraft magazine. So let's count. I got 1, 2, 1. Yeah. See, I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 pages in each signature, except for one signature is a little smaller. Well, 11 pages, four sides to each page. That's 44 pages in one signature. Times 5 is like what? 5 times 4 is 20, 220 pages. Around up in there. I don't know if that math is exactly correct, but that's a lot of pages to fill, minus the Needlecraft and the tracing pages. That's a lot of pages to fill in a month. It's not impossible, but I'm going, I don't know. I don't want to glue book it because booking will build up the bulk and everything. And I'll have my tags in there. I might put some things in there. But see, glue booking would make this expanded out too much. So, who, what, when, where, why, how. So how am I going to do this? I guess I'm on the how part. My thought was I arrived in my mental mind map at the conclusion that what I was going to do was make it my own personal Why I Art Journal book. Now, I may not call it Why I Art Journal. It's not tips. I'm not sharing tips. I'm not sharing techniques. They might get in there, but it's more personal. I'm going to talk about my art journals, how I got started art journaling, what attracts me to art journaling. It's all about art journaling. And I thought, well, what am I going to call this book? And somehow, I can't tell you exactly how I arrived at the word MAJIC. And I'm going, well, what does MAJIC stand for, Mary? And so I arrived at my art journal is cool. MAJIC, MAJIC. My art journal is cool. That's all cool being COOL. So this is what I'm calling my MAJIC art journal, and it's going to be a lot of writing, probably my thoughts about art journaling, things I find interesting about art journaling, things, maybe even things I observe about others in art journaling, both positive and negative about myself. Just it's my art journal process is what it is. So that's what the theme of this art journal is going to be, and that's why I'm calling it my MAJIC art journal. It's all about my art journal is cool. So I'm going to work on these butterflies, and I'm kind of reviewing all of this in one segment for, I told Tanya and Lisa that I would show my progress right at the first of my stream. So if they want to see what I'm doing and where I'm at on this, all they have to do is watch the beginning of my stream. But I do want to work on this morning. So now, before I get started, I'm going to go out and review chat because I've been yakking. Let's see who's in here. Teresa is here and Kendra's here. Sorry, I'm listening. My head hurts. Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. I'm so sorry. Hi, Shelley. 20004. Good morning. Hi, Jamie. Oh, my goodness. Jamie says, good morning, Marianne, y'alls. Jamie has such a wonderful sense of humor. She'll make you smile. Jamie says, I've been awake since 1:43, so I may doze. Sorry in advance, and thanks for understanding. I've been awake since my body has been waking up around 2:30 now, 2:30 in the morning. But I have been getting to sleep earlier, and that helps. I've been needing a lot of rest lately, and that's okay because I've been doing those marathons, and I spend all afternoon on this, and I have a couple of other things going on in my life that is not stressful, but it takes it out of me. It isn't like it's ultra stress like some of the other experience, and then it's hot out. Oh, the heat index. They're no longer a heat watch. They're a heat warning. For the next 3 days here in Nebraska, the temps are going to be unbearable. So that kind of adds to it. I'll be inside. I have to run out and water my flowers, which I did yesterday morning. I watered my flowers and I weeded my corner patch out there where the grass was taken over. So I'm going to have to take care of my flowers in this heat. I did not get any of my zinnias cut. So, but good morning to everybody who's listening. I'm going to set this aside and let's see. Let's grab this one. I like these for rough cutting and everything. So what I do here is I basically just use my scissors to cut this cardboard. These are Tim Holtz scissors, and they do a pretty good job. And I just kind of, because I'll go back in on this with my marker and come the other way. I do have an X-Acto knife out here, but then I'll just kind of trim this stuff off. Right there. Trim that off. Come on. Might have to clean this up a little. Now I'm thinking we have to go to town today. If I don't get it today, I have to go again tomorrow. I'm thinking to get some wire and make some little wire antenna, just little ones. I don't want them to catch on things, but that wire would fit in between this cardboard pretty good. It would glue in there. And I'm thinking I'm going to make some wire antenna, maybe even a little wire flower. Maybe I'll make a flower out of his antenna, put a little four petal, they're not leaves, 4-petal flower at the end of each antenna. I think that would be cute. So all I do is basically, and I didn't draw or paint this butterfly. This butterfly came off of fabric, the fabric scraps, the fabric leftover that I have here. And I fussy cut 3 of them out, and I attached all my fabric down, and these are all attached down with Yes paste. I used Yes paste to cover my journal with the fabric, and it works good. I like Yes paste. It's really made for bookbinding. So there we go. So I just get rid of those. And then I take my black marker here. And I just do the marking out here. Go around this first. Well, not so much on the front, but on the back I go around it. So I hope that you guys are all having a good week, and that those of you that are going to be in this heat wave with the central part of the states, I don't know how it's surely affecting other parts of the country. But hey, this is July, it's summer, and we always get the heat in the summer. So, and I don't especially like the heat, but I think we've had so much rain here in Nebraska this summer that we need some sunshine. I'd like to have some sunshine without 104 degrees. I think they said the heat index could get up to 110 in our part, if I remember I subscribe to a weather alert email, and every day it sends me the updated forecast for our county. I don't know if that's the weather service or what. It comes off of my phone. I subscribe to it. And it's pretty accurate. I mean, as far as the other forecasts in the news, like you see on TV or radio or what. It's pretty accurate. Of course, the weather. The weather always changes. Let me just finish painting the edges here. I'm really happy how this art journal turned out. I want to talk about the word magic. I don't believe in magic as being something that's impossible to understand, or so. There are magicians out there, and of course they do magic, but their magic tricks always have a method and a reason why it's happening. And so, yeah, there's magic, but to me, the magic of art journaling is exploring. It's when you find something, when you discover a new technique or something, or to me, magic is kind of the unknown. Looks like magic is what I'm trying to say. And there's a lot of unknowns, even in art journaling, when you're first starting out. Like, how did they do that? It's magic. It's magic. I'm trying to figure out now. I don't know. I don't think I want these on the spine. I'm kind of thinking in there, kind of. But if I do that there, then I'm going to have to leave. Maybe I'll just do these in 3 pieces here like that. Ooh, I kind of like that. And let this entire piece just fall on this way. Well, no, they'd be fall this way, I guess. Have this be the top. No, this has to be the top. This has to be the top. And I like that. And I could put a little thread tassel. I'm going to bind this with red thread. My long stitch in here. I still have to review the stitching video. I think it was by Sea Lemon. There will be a link to it in Tanya's stream. Yeah, I was thinking about putting my butterflies, letting them flutter around here, but I kind of like the idea now because I want to put these on here. Now, I could put them over here and put this over here. Which do I like better? I honestly like it better over here. So I think I'll glue these on down here like that. So the magic of art journaling. The magic of art journaling is like the discovery of art journaling. And what does art journaling mean to me personally? When did I get started art journaling? What attracts me to it? How many art journals have I done? All those themes, it's all going to be about my art journaling, at least most of it. I might talk about some other people's art journaling and people that have inspired me to art journal, which has been mostly on the internet. People that I might be following. And one person that totally inspires me, of course, you all know, is Dee Willingham. Dee Willingham, you know, all the altered art that she does and the drawings that she does, and you know, the Society of Idea Collectors totally inspires me. And there've been other people that have inspired me along the way. Aunt Beck inspires me. Aunt Beck inspires me. Aunt Beck does cards. And I would not be doing any type of cards if it were not for Aunt Beck. And now she's doing those doodles, those border doodles. Those inspire me. And the Dirty Dozen, the Pick Tens inspire me. So I'm going to talk about what inspires me. History inspires me. And I love theming, like right now I'm doing colonial art. So I'm going to talk about what inspires me personally. I'm not talking in generic things. I'm not trying to give tips. I'm not trying to give techniques. I'm talking about the magic of art journaling as it relates to my life, my personal life. So this is going to be kind of an art journal diary in a sense. My thoughts about art journaling. I'm going to call it my magic art journal. So there's where I'm going with that. Let's see what's going on with chat here. Hi, Santa. Good morning. Good morning. Do you have a video of this cover? I do not have I did not make a video of this cover as I was making it because I was following along with Lisa and Tanya in their hangout, and their hangout lasts several hours. So for me to do a video of me doing this particular cover here, it would just be I'd have to edit it all down, and I just don't do that anymore. I do my hangouts and my streams, and if I do a standalone video, I do it as an unlisted stream. However, if you want to see the technique and how this journal is made, mine follows. My journal looks a lot like Tanya's. Tanya's cover in here. And Tanya followed, and she'll have link to it. I will put a link to, well, let me go get her hangout. Let's do that right now. Let's do that because I was just there. Let's go out there to my library, wherever. Come on. My library. And let's grab the link here. July book hangout. So here it is here. Let me stop it and grab the link. Whoops, that's captions. Let's grab the share. Copy link. July book hangout. Let's go back to my stream. And one more maybe. Go back to mine. Come on, Mary. Oh, I see Aunt Beck did an Old Fart Tuesday video. Going to have to go look at that. She and Scott go thrifting. I love Aunt Beck's thrift videos. I'm looking for me here. Got to go to my channel. I got to get back into my live chat every time I go grab a link. And I don't even know if, yeah, Tanya McGuire. I'll grab a link here. Live chat. So I'll just put Tanya's July hangout. And here's a direct link to, and this will be good for anybody who's watching the replay. There's the link to the video where Tanya and Lisa did this. So, yeah, I was hanging out with them yesterday. I did not film me doing the hangout. It just would have, yeah. I see somebody's already done their thumbs down. I know you're not supposed to feed the trolls, but if you're so unhappy with my videos, get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. You're just being annoying, and maybe that gives you all kinds of kudos. I'm talking to that thumbs down. Maybe it gives you kudos to annoy other people. But let me tell you, when you give a thumbs down, I'll bet you $100. Well, I'll bet you my piece of fabric. I don't have $100. I'll bet you my piece of fabric here that you're a very unhappy person. You can't stand to see anybody else happy and doing things. So you have to come out and annoy them and give them thumbs down. And then you go to another channel. I'll bet you're not physically well. I'll bet you are not physically well, because the more you thumbs down people, the more it's going to come back to you. And it's going to make you sick in the long run. So just stop it. Mary's up on her soapbox. Why do they leave these thumbs down and thumbs up? Why don't they just take them off of here? They're not helping anybody. What does that thumbs down tell me? Somebody out there doesn't like me. Well, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter to me whether you like me or not. Your thumbs down means nothing to me, but I can tell you one thing, it's going to make you sick, physically sick. I'll bet you're already physically sick, coming out every day and thumbs downing people. Get a life. Go do something positive with your life rather than tearing other people down. That's not a positive thing for you to do. You're making yourself sick. All right. And let me tell you, you're not making me sick. I'm telling you off, but you're not making me sick because I got a defense against you. I got a defense and a barrier against you. Maybe people think I'm ranting and I don't, but I do. And you're not hurting me one bit by what you're doing, except I feel sorry for you. You must be a very sick person. All right. I talked to that troll. You're not supposed to talk to the trolls, but I think they need talking to. I think they need to see. I think they need a parent to tell them how to act. They need they need to hear it. Because I'll bet you $100. I don't have $100. I'll bet you my piece of fabric that the person that put this thumbs down is a sick person. I mean physically sick. I don't know if they have a headache, a migraine, but I think they're mentally ill, and I think that affects them physically. And the more you come out and annoy other people and put the thumbs down on this video, then you'll go off to somebody else's video and put another thumbs down and put another. You're making yourself sick. You might think it's fun, but it's hurting you in the long run. All right. Come back and put a thumbs up. You take your thumbs down. All right. Be the reason you make somebody smile. Well, that was my reason to make somebody smile. My little troll rant. If that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what does. It makes me giggle. I do think the trolls need somebody to help them see that they're just making them, they're piling it up on themselves. You know, when you point a finger at somebody, or let's just say you're pointing the thumbs down like that, well, you've got these other four fingers that are pointing back. I guess a finger pointing is this way. You've got it all pointing back to you, you know? And I feel sorry for those trolls if that's all they have to do. I feel sorry for them. Look, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're already up in the morning putting thumbs down. That's like drinking liquor at 3:30 in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. It's a sickness. It's a mental sickness to do that. And I think I think YouTube should take down the troll tools. I think YouTube just facilitates just like giving them a gun to shoot themselves in the foot with. YouTube, it's your fault too. I love you, YouTube. Trolls, I don't love you so much. I think you need help. I think you may need help. I think you need help if you're up at 4:30 in the morning thumbing down people's videos. People out here that are trying to do positive things and sharing their art and sharing their lives with people. And here you come tripping along, thumbing down. You're sick. You're sick, sick, sick. Well, yeah, you can have a migraine without thumbing down people. I didn't mean that if you have migraines, you thumb down everybody. I didn't mean it that way. What I mean is, I think people that go out and do all this crazy stuff to hurt other people, whether you're hurting them by putting a thumbs down on their video or hurting them emotionally or that way, I think you make yourself ill by doing that. And I hope your migraine gets better, Teresa. Yeah, if you don't like the video, just leave. Just leave. Your thumbs down is not helping anybody. But then maybe you don't want to help anybody. So just get the hell out of here. This is my world. This is my world. And if you don't like it, leave. I think somebody famous just said that. If you don't like it here, just leave. Just leave. Go. And I don't mean that bad. Just go find some place you do like. Why do you always come and tear somebody else down? If you don't like it, go find your happy spot. If this is not your happy spot, go find one. Go find a place where you fit in. All right. All right, let's get on with my art journaling. So I've decided what I'm going to do is put my 3 butterflies here. And I'm going to look for, I might have some little gold wire that I might make some little antenna and fit them right in that cardboard there. Maybe even silver wire. That'd be easy to find a stainless steel wire and just make a little loopy-doop thing. And I think this will go up here. I'm going to loop it in there. I think I got a little notch here anyway. So I'm going to loop it right in here. And I think I'm just going to leave these butterflies right on the string they were threaded on when I bought them. 75% off. So this is my magic journal. My magic journal. And what I'm going to work on, what I think I'm going to work on first is gluing the, I want to work on it today. I'm not going to, I'm going to bind these, but I'm not going to stitch them. I think it's 2 weeks from yesterday on Lisa's channel. They're going to show how they stitched it, how they stitched this. And so I'll probably hold the stitching till then. And I'll be working in each of these little books. And it's going to be all about my personal experiences, the magic of art journaling, the art journaling in my life. All right. So what I want to do is get out a piece of wax paper. I'm going to work on my art journaling this morning. There went my trimmer, but I don't think I need that anymore. I'm getting this out because I don't want to get my page all yucky. And I'm going to use my Yes paste. And I'll need a towel. I'll need a towel because this can get messy. I'll try to do it very neat, but I laugh at Mary Neatness. I haven't learned the magic of neatness yet. And I think I'll just take the cover off so I don't get the inside pages all yucky. And turn it this way. Let's see, I have another light I can turn on. Let me reach up and turn that other light on. I don't know if it'll help or not, but there. Yeah. 666 to give thumbs downs on videos. Yeah, Mary's been up on her soapbox lately. And if you're listening in and can't handle it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so crabby, but somebody needs to help these poor trolls. They just can't handle it when other people are happy. They just can't handle happiness. All right, so I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one over here. Come on, where's the other one? One here for the front and back. And I'm just going to yes paste them on. So I'll need another piece of wax paper. I'll probably need several pieces of wax paper here. But I'm going to start out with one. And turn it this way. And I have been putting my yes paste on the fabric and then just smooshing it down. Let's see, I don't know if I put it back or not, but I got another one here. A smoosher. A smoosher. This happens to be a HughesNet card. Free. Standard insulation. All right, so let's get started. Get my lid off of my yes paste. Mary, I ordered my camera last night. Well, good for you. What did you get, Christy? Hi, Christy. Did I say good morning to you in all my ranting? What did you buy? Did you get a Logitech? I just kind of smushed it on the fabric here. And I should have brought a wet towel in because this can get your fingers very sticky. I do have my hand sanitizer out. That helps. Christy hasn't told me yet what she got. What'd you get, Christy, for camera? I'm listening. And then I just kind of plop it down here. Right in there. It doesn't. I'm doing my best to get it straight and even and neat. Yeah. Let me get a alcohol sanitized. Kind of keep the stickies off as much as I can. Where's my HughesNet card? It could have come up a little higher, but that's okay. I like it anyway. We'll do it higher on the next one. And this one will go in here. I wonder if I can pull that up a little after I've smushed it down. Well, no, I don't think I will because then I'll have glue down here. And just do it like that. And then if I want, I can come back with my fine line paint applicator and put white dots or trim it out. We'll see. We'll see how that goes later. I got 2 weeks to work on this. And I do like to get them done. I don't like these little mini journals to sit around unfinished. I don't mind unfinished journals. That doesn't bother me, but to me a journal is just a place to put your. Well, let's talk about that magic of art journaling. What does art journaling mean to me? Do you have to have every page filled? Is it a place to experiment? Is it a place to write your deepest dark thoughts, all of that? The magic, my magic. Mary's? No, my art journaling is cool. Mary's art journal is cool. I don't like that. I like my art journal is cool. I was trying to think of that. I see kind of stumped me when I was trying to figure out what I wanted. I came up with is cool. I could say is correct. No, that doesn't fit. Is convoluted. That might fit. Is curious. That I see. And then I thought, well, maybe I could, instead of is, maybe I could have in. My art journaling in. No, that didn't work for me. So I wound up with it. My art journal is cool. Why do I like art journaling? So it's going to be all about art journaling. And it's going to be about me, too. It's going to be about my experience of art journaling and why do I like it. And I got this one down low too, but at least it matches the front. You know, for me, it's the process of, well, it's an enjoyment for me. My fan is on. My fan's blowing my papers around. These are down kind of low, but I'm going to leave them. Let's see if I can't smooth this out a little. I don't think I have paste on this. I can put a little, yes, paste on it. Maybe I'll put a title or something. Or who knows? Maybe I'll just fill it in with white, trim it out somehow. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing about art journaling. I'm not striving for perfection. Well, now there's something too. I am trying to learn things like neatness. I've been working on my neatness, but perfection to the point that you get paranoid about it. You know, hey, I suppose if I were doing this for somebody. Now I'm just going to fold this in half so I have two clean sides, and then I'll use this for the next, and then I won't get that goo in between on my next piece. So let's just put that in here like that, and I'll call that one done. That'll be a signature in there. I got 5 of these to do. You got a Logitech 920. Mine is a 930. I think, okay, well, cool. I'm glad you got the 920. I think Dee Dee upgraded to the 930, though. I got the 930 because that's what Dee Dee got. And I think she upgraded because she could control the brightness. But you have to get what you want. Mine costs, I got my, well, I got mine because Sweet Annie V helped me get it. I probably would not have a Logitech or any camera, any webcam, if it wouldn't be for Annie V and Ann Lar. Probably got tired of watching all the data disconnects on my Verizon phone. All right, let's see if I can't get this placed a little better. Let's see, up there and yeah, pull it over a little if you can. Over a little this way. Well, I seem to want to put them down lower. I don't know why. I probably should glue half and then glue the other half, but that's not how I'm doing it. Now I got it up a little high. Can I move it down now without getting it all messy? Put that down first. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. My hands are yucky. Let's get my... So what are you going to do with that new camera, Christy? You're going to do some Yeah. Some live streaming. Are you going to create some videos for your channel? Yeah. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. I didn't take it off of the, I didn't take it out of the signature. I'm going to leave it in now. Let's do the other one. Let's put it this way. Let's see if I can't teach myself how to do this better. Let's just glue half of it this time. I kind of like putting my paste on my fabric rather than on the page because I don't know where the page this is going to land on the page. So let's just do the upper portion here and see if I can figure out how to do the lower portion. Gives me a cleaner piece to work with. I think I like doing it better that way. Now, thread like this, I don't really mind, but I'm going to snip it. Alrighty. What you going to do with your camera, Christy? Are you going to make videos so that we can see your beautiful art? Are you going to start a channel? I can remember when I first started my channel. Probably like the rest of you, like you start out small. You wonder if anybody will ever come watch you. And people started, I was in a couple of other groups then, so it helps to be on other social media forums so that you can get the word out about your channel and that people who you chat with in your groups and everything can come watch your videos. Some forums I found, especially on Facebook, I leave those groups. I have to tell you, I get very opinionated. Some groups don't like you to leave links to your videos. I guess they think that's a no-no. But that's always befuddled me because they don't mind you leaving pictures of your art. So it messes up our feed. It messes, those links mess up our feed. And it gets too messy. But then people go in and put in 20 million pictures. I never understood those groups that had those rules. I left them. If you can't stand a link to my video, then I don't want to be there. I don't go much on Facebook anymore. If I go on Facebook, I probably go to either Tanya or Aunt Bex or see, I get a little funky out there. Or Lisa's group. I might go check something that somebody says, or I like to see what Janet does. So I keep my Facebook account, but yeah, I'm not out there all the time. And I'm very careful about where I put my art because I've left so many groups. You leave your groups, but then you leave your art in the group unless you go delete it all. And I'm not going to, when I leave a group, I want to get the hell out of it. And Larry's getting laundry this morning. When I leave a group, I don't want to have to go clean up all my pictures and all of that. So I'm in maybe about 20 groups. Some I've been out there and just hanging. But I don't, the groups that I read are Aunt Bex and Lisa's and Tanya's. Needlework group. There's a needlework group that I like a lot. Let's fold this now. like this. Grab another piece here. So you guys are getting down and dirty about Mary this week. Let me tell you, I've had it with some things. I'm just spitting out my thoughts left and right lately. Might as well know who I am. Yeah. What I think about things. Where's my wet rag here? Got that down low too. Can I move it up a little? Yeah, move it up just a bit. All about art journaling, the magic of art journaling. Sharing is good for the soul. Yep. Get it out. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'd have these thoughts. Well, I do have thoughts I don't think are legitimate, but a lot of these things I think are important to talk about. I was sharing yesterday all about my thoughts about that StreamYard. I won't go into it, I promise. But when your intuition is telling you about something like that, that's what I want to say. Then I think you should listen to yourself. Listen to what your head is telling you. If your head's telling you something, if your head is telling you, oh, it's okay, well, then it's all okay for you, I guess. But my head isn't telling me it's okay. My head says, be careful. And I have to tell you this. I went out and tried to find a business address for them. I don't know where these people are located. I don't know if they're in the United States. I don't know if they're in Russia. If they're in Europe, who knows where they are? I don't see, and maybe it's out there and I haven't found it, but it's sure there's on their about page where they should have it on their website. There's no clue to where these people are coming from. Who are these people? And maybe if you're in their group, you know. They have a closed group on Facebook. Oops. So that puts a red flag in my head. You know? Who are these people? Why would I want to join somebody like that if I don't know who you are? Let's throw this away because it's all gunky. If you trust somebody, you have to know who they are. And, you know, I don't know them. Who are you? I'm in Nebraska, in case you wanted to know. And I understand about not putting addresses on the internet, but on the other hand, if you're selling software, which they are certainly doing, they should at least have a business address that somebody could check them out. And that would be why I would want it. Have they been? Well, I just better shut up. Art journaling, the magic of art journaling. I might put my thoughts about mind mapping, which really led me to the theme of this book. I mentally mind mapped it. I mentally went through in my head, which Becky may understand this, rather than writing all the who, what, when, where, whys down on the paper. I did mentally go down through the who, what, when, where, whys in my head. Yes, I'm going to need help. I want to do videos and stream with you girls. Just have, oh, excuse me. Just have, that was coffee. Just have fun. There you go. See? Just have fun. I love that phrase. That's a good goal to have. Do you have Ethernet yet, Christy, or are you on Wi-Fi? Is your system hooked up, hardwired to them? And, you know, here's something I had to learn. And I have to tell you that I learned the most about Ethernet from Peg Robinson, Linda McAllister too, but I think it was Peg Robinson who helped me understand Ethernet the most. And I don't talk to her much anymore, but I will credit her for that. If you know Peg Robinson, she might be able to help you get hooked up if you're not on Ethernet. It's pretty easy. You just have to have an Ethernet cable, and you plug it in one part of the cable you plug into your laptop, and the other part you plug into your modem. Hi, Ruth. You all should check with Linda Israel. Yeah, she has an amazing business other than Hangouts. I don't watch Linda much. I'm kind of turned off to business. I shouldn't say that. Mary's going to get herself in trouble with another spouting off thing. I like I just want to have fun part. That's my goal. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with having a business. There's not. I've seen too many Tupperware people online lately. And Tupperware not meaning the brand Tupperware. All right, Mary, proceeding with her signatures here. I really like these. I really do like these. Mary's getting herself in trouble this morning, this whole week. Oh dear. I just want to have fun. I don't sell my art. I don't like to take commissions. I've committed to doing a couple things for people, but let me tell you, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at meeting my commitments of doing that. It makes me very uncomfortable because I go, well, I have my skill and they have their vision, and I'd rather do stuff and have the finished project given away rather than have somebody say, I'll pay you to do this, and then not be happy with it in the end. I don't like to do commissions. I'm more about having fun. I'm more about getting on the internet just for the social purposes rather than business purposes. So that's kind of the focus of my channel. That's where I'm happy. That's where I'm happy personally. And, oh, I went to my acrylic. Skin video. And you have to go, no matter what your goal is, you have to go and do what makes you happy. Just do what you want. If it's having a business is what makes you happy, go for it. But don't expect me to follow along. Because I probably won't. I've had too many bad experiences. I don't buy too much art from other people. I do buy some. I like Shannon Green's. I buy her custom keepers. There are some things I buy. If I like it, I'll buy it. But I generally like doing my own. It's I don't mind people selling things, but I like doing my own stuff. I like doing my own thing. And just having fun. I'm past all this making money stuff. I'm not here to make money, except off of YouTube. Oh dear. Just have fun. What does art journaling mean to you? How many different kinds of art journals have I done? What have been my art journaling experiences? I wish I had all my art journals. I don't have them all. They exist. I haven't thrown them away, but they're just not with me. I wish I could go through them. Oh well, that's a part of my life. Susan's laughing at me. Somebody peed in Mary's oatmeal this morning? No, I'm just sharing with you things that I haven't really said before, I think. I think I reached a point to where I feel like I can express what I'm really thinking. That could be dangerous. I was thinking about doing a story in Phibbsville about the Tupperware lady. About the Tupperware lady who comes in with this brochure of Tupperware that she wants everybody to buy from her. And everybody says, "We've got a basement of Tupperware. Tell her to go away, Mary. We don't mind her coming in doing her art, but all she wants to do is sell us her Tupperware." Only I probably wouldn't call it Tupperware. I'd have to call it Tupperware or something. Get away from the brand name of Tupperware. But, some people, when they have their businesses, they can be overbearing. You can just get overbearing sometimes, and I'm not about that on my channel. Just like the same thing, don't discuss religion, politics, or sex. Well, quit. A lot of groups say you can't come to our group to sell. That's the thing they have on Facebook. You can't sell your product in our Facebook group. Well, why do you want to come to my channel and sell it? I can have rules too. That just kind of peeves me because you eventually feel used, especially when you don't sell. Well, if you want to go buy somebody's channel, off of somebody's work, go buy it. But just don't expect me to support all of that because I don't necessarily do. I don't buy from Amazon either. So Mary's getting fed up with some things. All right. Eventually, when people do that, though, you eventually start to feel used. You eventually start to feel used. Not that anybody shouldn't sell on their channel. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, come to somebody else's channel and promote. Come to somebody else's channel that they've worked hard in getting up and going, and come here just to find subscribers. And I don't mind people coming in and saying, I don't mind a portion of it, but because I do like to have people come in and say, hey, I'm starting a channel. That's not it. But when you come in and I don't know, promote your stuff all the time, it gets a little sickening. I put a stop to it. It's my channel. I'm the mayor of my Phibbsville. And I understand there has to be, if you're going to run a business, you want social media and all of that. I get that, but there's a point. There's a point. Look, I'm buffering. YouTube doesn't like what I'm saying. Let's get rid of this. This week, Mary's been up on her soapbox. I got all this crap going on here. Hi, Ruth. Good morning. Upsizing Papier Kunstina. My internet is making trouble. Perhaps I have to leave. I will look the video later then. Greetings from Germany. Well, hello, Upcycling. Welcome. You came in on this week I've been off on my soapbox rants. If you're listening, you came in on who is this lady ranting? I've had a hard week. I always hear about everybody else's hard weeks. I've had a hard week. We had a family member who's had to have a biopsy, and that puts a certain stress on you. So, hey, if you hear me ranting, if you don't like it, turn the volume down. Don't leave. Watch me do my art. And don't expect somebody who runs a channel to be a perfect person. If you're coming here thinking Mary's going to be perfect and all of that, you're coming in very disillusioned because I'm not. And if there's a perfect person out there, I'm not even sure I want to meet them because I know there's no such thing. Where's my other? Here it is. There are no perfect people in this world. Okay. I need some music. Too bad we can't have some live stream background music from YouTube. Music, please. Let's get some of those free tunes going, looping through. Only classical music if you can. Some YouTube music in the background. Hi, Barb. Hi, Trudy. Good morning. Yeah, Ruth, that isn't pleasant. It's put a little stress in our lives. It's put a little stress in our lives. But, and I'm sure those of you who have gone through it know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a fun thing to go through, and then there's waiting for the results and supporting. It's not me, but it's supporting. It's the supportive factor, you know. And those of you who have gone through it certainly know the experience. You're just never certain what's going to happen. All right, there are my journals. I'm not going to, well, I might bind them, but I think I'm going to watch the binding video before I bind these. So what I'm going to do next to get myself ready for this, I've kind of chattered about what I'm going to call this my magic journal. Let's go ahead and glue these down. Let's see, 1, 2, where's the other one? Where's the big pink, the other, where is it here? Did it fall? Where did it go? Did it go over the cliff? 1, 2. Let me see if it fell. I think it did. Maybe I can reach it. Maybe I can reach it. Come here, butterfly. You need to go on my journal. Come on. Come on, little butterfly. It went over the cliff. It flew home. It flew away. Come on. For those of you who just came in, hold a minute, let me get this up. For those of you that just came in, this is the journal that I'm doing in Tanya and Lisa's Hangout. I'm going to call it my magic journal. My art journal is cool, stands for magic. My art journal is cool. And I'm going to put these butterflies I cut out of this fabric, and I mounted them on cardboard that I made the book cover out of, which was the flap of the priority mail box that Norma sent me, Happy Mail in. The fabric I got at Walmart on sale. Got a lot of it. But then I used Yes Paste and glued these down to the cardboard and fussy cut them out. I'm going to put one there, one here, and then these, I think I got these at Joann's. I'm pretty sure I got them at 75% off. They had a big 70% off sale. And I think I'm going to put them up here after I get my journal bound. I like the idea of just putting them there on the side. And I might, instead of letting them flip, I might let them flip, but I might glue them down too. I kind of like the idea that they're, maybe I'll bring it down just a little, put maybe a bow or something up here, ribbon, and glue these down. I might glue these down with E6000 and just let these two down here hang. We'll see when I get there. But right now, what I want to do in my magic journal is glue these butterflies on right here, I believe. And I'm going to do that with Yes Paste on the back of my butterfly. And then it will be, I'll let it dry. I'll give it some dry time while I'm working on my tags. I like that. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. And then this one will go here. And this one, I think I'll put this one on next, down at the bottom. Get rid of that. so that I can center this one between them. Yeah, I put a link in the chat. Let's put it in again. Bye, Christy. Have a great day at work. Be good. Have a great day. This is Tanya's July journal stream hangout from yesterday, where she made my cover looks very similar to hers. I don't know if I put it together the same way, but it came out the same way. There's the link to her hangout if you're interested in how these are made. I'll put that one right there. Now I'll put this one right in here. Right like that. There. I'm loving it. I am loving it. And it'll look even better when I get my butterflies on it here. Yeah. MAJIC journal. It's going to be all about my art journaling, my thoughts on art journaling. I might get into a few of my techniques, maybe why I art journal, what I find interesting about it. We'll see. We'll see where it all goes. I've got 5 signatures to fill. So, all right, let's just put this in here like that. What I want to do next, well, no, let's take that out. Let's put the signatures in there. The signatures go in there like this. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. And it can expand a little as I work in it. I don't know how much I'll be putting my tags in, but I don't know if I'm going to be, I might put a few pocket pages in. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not intending in putting in a lot of expanding 3D things. My MAJIC journal. My journal is cool. My journal is cool. I don't know if I'll have a closure on this one. I might just leave it like that. Not all journals have to have a closure. We'll let that dry. I'll set it up here, let it dry. What I want to work on next, are the tags. And specifically cutting them out and gluing down the fabric pieces and cutting them out. I don't know if I'll get, my tools are across the room there. I don't know if I'll get those done now or not. But, and look, this has a tear here. We don't want that. Let's tear it off. Ooh, that was 2 of them. Maybe that went here. I don't know if I like that there. Let's take that out and put that there. Let's put this one here. No, that one goes there. I should have another one. I should have another one here that fits in there. Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one? Let me see. I'm going to use these leftover pieces for clusters, I think. I think they'll make pretty pieces for clustering. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Put these aside here. This one might have to be torn down a little. Did I get it? Yeah. And these are made out of the leftovers. Put that one that way. And they're just leftovers, so the butterflies aren't all going to fit on there. But I'll be doing other things on these tags probably. So let's just, right now, I'm just going to glue them down. Cut them out. Maybe corner punch them. Let's bring them down a little. That one down a little. These two can go right in here, I think. All right, let's start with this one. Oh, I need my waxed paper. I need some music. I need some music. You don't want to hear me sing. Yeah, it's a little messy. Oh, that'll wipe out. I guess it will. I do find this yellow paste will dry. It's a little sticky, but when you hit it with a heat gun, it will dry. But you don't want to you don't want to collage with it on top and then shut your journal. That would be a disaster. I actually saw that done. I thought they knew what they were doing. A new technique. Oops. Yeah, my hands are getting sticky again now. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Hello, Linda. You're doing some sewing on your pages and tags? I might do some hand stitching. I'm not ready to get my sewing machine out yet. I'm still organizing my room, and I just don't want to fool with it right now. I've got a lot of other stuff I'm fooling with. So I might do some hand stitching. I don't know. I don't want to do stitching just because everybody else is doing it, just because. Although I'm doing the journal because everybody else is. Oh, dear. But, yeah, I think stitching on it would be fun. That's why I got that $5 machine, is to stitch on paper. But I'm just not ready to get it out yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Go without me. Go without me. Reminds me of when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we rode the school bus. Running to make the school bus was one of my memories. Running to make that school bus. We would watch for it out of the window of our north window in the old house where my parents lived. And we'd see it coming a half mile away. Here comes the bus, here comes the bus. And we'd have to run down the driveway. And of course, you know who wasn't ready. Oops, I really put too much on that. Well, no. I don't know about that. We'll see how that dries. I might have to put a piece of lace or something on that. Yeah, I was probably about the last one ready in the mornings. That's changed. I'm up at 4:30. I'm making YouTube up. I'm waking YouTube up at 4:30 in the morning. Come do art, YouTube. Of course, I hadn't do art. I wasn't doing art back then. I mean, I did art, but we didn't have art. I wasn't getting up and doing 10 projects in the morning. Gunk off of there. Put it down there. Get it off of my finger. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. I do like this Yes paste a lot. I don't use it a lot. I use it for projects like this to glue fabric to paper. I like the Yes paste for that. Primarily what I use it for. Oh, I got a lot there too. Yeah, I'll have to put lace or something on this. I'm gunking it up down at the bottom here. I'll either cut it close or I'll put lace or something over it. Right now, I just want to get the fabric down on the pages and cut out the tags maybe. So there's one sheet. I have another one. Let's see, let's do the longer one here. Let's do the longer one. Tear it about a ½ inch in. That's good. We'll save that. Probably make a bookmark out of this. So let's tear it again. I think some bling would be pretty on these tags. I've got bling. I've got bling. Let's do it this way on this. This one, it doesn't matter too much if it's not even on the top and the bottom because I can cut it. I can cut it. Yep. I don't want it to be that crooked, though. There. I like it like that, I think. All right, so there's those. Now I got another set over here. All these threads out of the way. Linda says she's happy with her little journal. I'm calling mine a MAJIC journal, Linda. It's all going to be about my art journaling process. What I think about art journaling, the things I've learned, how many art journals I have. It'll just be my yowling on paper about art journaling. Let's flip this over. I'm calling it my MAJIC journal. My MAJIC journal will be my art journal is cool. MAGIC. 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 My art journal is cool. MAJIC. That's why I'm calling it MAJIC. My art journal is cool. It's not going to be so much an idea book, not after something like that. It's going to be more of not a thesis, but just writing my thoughts down about art journaling. I've been doing this for years now. Well, I've been journaling. I probably have journaled for 30 or 40 years. At least 40 years I've journaled. Not all art journaling. I've been doing art all my life, but I haven't specifically been doing art journaling. I've been doing sketchbooks. I've done sketchbooks ever since, well, probably college is when I started doing sketchbooks. I'm going to cut that off. As far as formal sketchbooks and art classes and stuff like that. I don't know if I kept a sketchbook in high school. We weren't that. I had an art class my senior year in high school, and that was it. They didn't have art classes in they had my grade school teacher. They taught art. They didn't teach art like they teach it today. Our art classes were making things like pictures and stuff like that. We didn't do acrylic painting and learn about color theory and blah, blah, blah. We didn't even do that in high school. We painted in high school and, I don't know, made paper mache stuff. It was more project oriented. Then when I got to college, I got more into drawing and ceramics and all of that other stuff. No art journaling. Although, man, I'd love to get a hold of some of my stuff in college because I've got a stack of drawings that I did in college, and I'd love to make an art journal out of them. It'd be a big one because back then, probably be pretty old too. Back then, we drew on newsprint. Newsprint was not as expensive as it is today. We'd go to the college bookstore and buy these big pads of newsprint, take it to drawing class. We didn't draw on mixed media paper. We drew on newsprint in our drawing, mostly on newsprint. But I'd love to get a hold of those and do some art journaling with them. I think that would be a neat way to preserve them, even if I had to cut some of them. I could probably find good places to cut them. We did some urban sketching back then. I can remember the days nice spring days, fall days. That's how I met one of my roommates. She was a nursing student, and our assignment in our drawing class was to go out and draw some of the buildings on campus. And I was out there sitting on the lawn, like college kids do, at least in the bigger schools, and drawing the buildings. And she walked by and walked up and said, "What are you doing?" So I showed her, and we got to be pretty good friends. She's passed away now. She had cancer. So sad. She's my age. She had a good life, though. She became a nurse. All right, there's that. I just have one more piece, and that's this other long one. Where did it go? Probably have to tear it down a little too. That'll make a pretty bookmark. And I have to tear it down just a little, though, but where? I don't know if I want to tear it down. Maybe I'll just use it as it is. Tear it here. Make it a little shorter. I think these scrap pieces that I have left will make nice clusters. We'll save them. They'll go nice in clusters. I may put some clusters in my journal. Tag creative and inspire words and maybe a quote. Put something on it. Some bling or something. Wax paper's running away. That yes paste gets really sticky. I should have got a wet towel in here. If you're working with this, bring a wet towel. I meant to. It got to be late. I needed to get signed on. I'll put it this way. Take this off. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Let's get some more hand sanitizer here. My fingertips. Doesn't get all off, but at least it gets the gunk, most of the gunk off. Okay, so I got these. You can put this away. I'm going to put that in the water. Let's put the lid back on my yes paste. Let's see, look at chat. Let's look at chat. 2 weeks can be a good thing or a bad thing for me. Yeah, for me it's good. I'm still working on the composition notebook series, and I need to video it and then edit the video. Ruth is playing music. I said I needed some music. Ruth says, I'm enjoying that series with you and Pen. I need to go out and watch your most recent videos, Linda, if you're still in. Susan says, Linda, you can get those composition notebooks here when school starts for $1 each. Sometimes you can get them 10 for $1. But I'm not in the USA, Susan. Yeah. Linda says, but I'm in the Netherlands. I'm not in the States. Ruth said, it's fun. I happen to have my older sewing machine out for the girls when they were here, so it was easy. Yeah. Whoops. Got out of my chat. Journey. Good morning, Journey. Melinda and all who I've missed. I hope you're doing well. Janet Mixed Treasures is in the house. Hi, Janet. Are you gluing, Laura? Barb Fillion is in the house. Good morning, Barb. Susan says, Mary, if you need, go get a wet cloth. I think the hand sanitizer will be okay for the rest of the morning. I'll give my hands another hand sanitizing here. Journey says, good morning, Janet, Ruth, and Barb. Janet Mixed Treasures in the house. Susan said, good morning, Janet. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Susan's here. Linda says, hi, Journey. Journey came in. Susan says, go to your local newspaper and ask for the end rows. Here they're $3, and they probably have 30 or 40 feet on them, about 2 feet. Really, Susan? You know, I should do that. I don't know if our local newspaper, I don't know. They'd probably say, well, we donate it to the schools. I don't know. I don't know what they do with the end rows. Printers might too. I haven't really investigated that. I think Tanya goes to a place that puts out a printer that puts out offcuts and oops things and stuff like that. That's a good idea, Susan. Melinda, hi, Melinda. She says, hi, Mary and everyone. Very cool acronym. Yeah, MAJIC. My art journal is cool. It's all going to be about my personal art journaling. I'm going to write it down. So if I get old and demented, well, I'm already old. If I get demented, I can read and hopefully remember some things. Well, remember the good stuff. Remember the good stuff. There's bad stuff, but you don't want to remember it, Mary. All right. So I'm going to put this aside. I need to get me a little tool, a little basket to hold all my stuff, like those cutoffs and things. I want to cut these down into tags. Reaching. I don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of it. Oops. What happened to my cutter? I'll probably step on it. Did you guys see? Did it fly off someplace as I was? It probably flew off. Where did it fly off to? We'll get the other one out. Yeah. It's here someplace. I'll get it out. I just don't want to step on it. Whoa, that one's off too. Well, this one needed a new one anyway. Let's get, hopefully, Baloney, Mary, baloney. Let's see, maybe I put them in here. Let's check and see. I did. This one needs a new blade anyway. Let's put it in. I got some new titanium blades. I've been putting off using this one because I have to get out a new blade for it. Can't put it off anymore. I don't know what happened to that other blade. It fell. It fell earlier this morning. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ah, there it is. We'll put it on there. We'll put it on, but I'm still going to use that one. It fell. I put these on the floor next to me. Let's put it down there. There. If you keep your blade in here, you should be safe, but I don't always keep it in there. All right. Let's use this one. Now unlock it. Put your blade in. All righty. I'm going to cut this off. Trim it just a little. This is a bookmark. That's a bookmark. These will be tags. These will be tags. Right in there. Is that enough space? Maybe a little over a little. Straighten it up a little. Trim it a little here. Now I might leave that. Well, no, I think I'll trim it just a teeny bit. Yeah, I think I'll trim it. Yeah, and then I'll corner chomp this. This is going to be pretty close, but I don't mind that. I'll trim this one off. Close. Ooh, that one was even closer. Let me trim this a little bit more. That's good. They don't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. I gave up on perfection. Let's trim this one. I think these tags need some gold. This fabric is crooked here. That's okay. I'll probably put something down there. No, I think I'll leave it. All right, so I got 3 bookmarks. 3 tags and a bookmark. I got to corner chomp those. And I got 3 tags and a bookmark over here. So I'll just put the tags randomly in my journal. There's a bookmark. This is kind of crooked, so we'll cut it crooked. Cut this straight first, or straighter. And then trim that down. I think I'll make that the top. Make this the bottom. There's a tag. Journey said, good morning to everybody. Linda says, thanks, Journey. Hope it gives some inspiration. Linda's in the Netherlands. Hi, Laura. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Jersey. She's just watching, drinking coffee. Our newspaper will just say we have 5 rows. How many do you want? I make scrolls with them. That's cool, Susan. I might check with our local newspaper, see what they do. We will see. They'll probably ask me, what do you want them for? And I'll say, I want them to do art with. And they'll say, well, how much are you willing to pay me for them? I say, nothing. They say, all right, well, we don't have any. Yeah, I don't know what they'll say. There's 2, and this is the last one. Susan, though, is suggesting that you go to your local newspaper and see if they have end rows from their. They probably have a lot because, you think of how much paper that they print every day, especially in the larger cities. They'll say, do you have a subscription? And I'll say, I don't, but my brother does, and I read his. Oh, dear. All right. Let's get rid of all of this. And let me stand up and get I put them away, of course. I've got to fix this so that my tools are closer to my chair here. Punch. And I think this is the angle punch. Yeah. Let's make my tags. Oh, I can use some of that fabric for tag ties. We'll do that. Might as well make tags out of them. Photo and angle. There. 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 Any place, I guess I could document with a white pen when I get to documenting. Those are my bookmarks. I can get butterfly stickers and put on here. I think I have some. Could put a quote in there. Guess it really goes this way. This one's really large. There we go. So we're done with that. Let's punch some holes. And I'm just eyeballing. Eyeball it. There. There. Punch it in the top. There. That's a bookmark. That's a bookmark. There. There. All right. So now let's get out some of that fabric again here. Make some tag ties out of this, I think. Look, I have this much left. I have all this left. I have a bunch left for another project. Woohoo! There was at least 1.5 yards in there, and I got it on sale. I don't know how much I paid for that. I don't know if I have the wrapper to that. I don't know what I did with it. I might run across it while I'm cleaning up. Let's make some tag ties. Do I want to tear them this way or this way? Will that be enough? That's not long enough for me. So let's tear them this way. We need 6 of them. Some of these will be longer. A couple will be longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops, that's not going to tear good. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. We'll have to cut them off a little. 4. Get rid of that string. Got. This will be 5. I'll have to cut another one. Get rid of the threads there. 5 and 6. And I still have a butterfly left. Woohoo! We'll put him up there. All right. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. There we go. Now I can do something on this. It'll need something more, but the tag is made. Let's get some coffee, Mary. Hi, Patrina. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy evening to all, she says. I'm about a half hour behind you guys. Journey said hello. I'm way down under. She's in Australia or New Zealand. Janet makes treasures. Good to relax, Laura. I've just started gluing. It's 12:30 over here in England. Janet makes treasures is from England. You're going to get down in my little red book, Janet. Katrina from Australia. Janet makes treasures. I'm going to write you down so I remember, hopefully. From England. Across the ocean, blue. There lives Janet, too. Linda says, I'm trying to craft something, but it drops on the floor day. It's a drop on the floor day. Susan, what do you use to decorate your scrolls? I love people who are living my future. More under my desk picking up things. Yeah, I understand. Linda. Australia is about 16 hours ahead of me, so it should be about 10:30ish. When you guys say good morning and it's live, she laughs. It's almost 9 p.m. Jersey says, and I chuckle because I'm drinking morning coffee and you say good evening. Hi, Lynn. She said, Lynn said hello about 6:30 and it's probably about 10 minutes later. She's on her way to work. I want some lunch. It's late already. Linda's hungry. Katrina's drinking wine. Bottoms up, Linda says. Journey says, my favorite one is Desirita, and then I just put on it things like I have fairies and animals and greenery. I paint and tissue, and they're like long collages with a poem trailing through. That's cool, Susan. What a great idea. It's amazing how YouTube brings us together. Yes, it is. 2 thumbs down. What? Yeah, Mary went off on her soapbox. There's still a hater out there. Don't get me started. I already told that hater to go get a life. I told them they're just making themselves sick. Why do they do that? They're just going to make themselves sick. They aren't hurting my feelings any. They think they are, but they're not. I feel sorry for them. Poor little trolls. Poor babies. They're so sad they have to go make everybody else miserable. Poor troll. Probably not feeling well, so if you just quit doing those thumbs down, you might start feeling better about yourself. Instead of thinking you have to go hurt everybody else, why don't you start giving some thumbs ups and maybe you'll start feeling better. Oh, Linda, anyone giving Mary a thumbs down is just helping her channel. Yeah. Thank you for helping me, Mr. Troll. I'd rather you give me a thumbs up. That would be a big help. But no, you got to go think you're going to hurt somebody's feelings by giving them thumbs down. I feel sorry for them. I really do think that they're probably physically ill. If I could just see them, they're probably somebody who's physically ill and they're miserable. People that are physically ill they don't think right. The whole world looks, I'm suffering, so you have to. And if you just stop making everybody else hurt, you might start feeling better, Mr. Troll. Dropping my paintbrush on my floor. I already went through that rant this morning. I told the trolls off, and he didn't like it, so he came back and gave me another thumbs down. Yeah, I should paint a picture of a troll someday. Really, honestly, though, I blame YouTube more than anything, because YouTube could get rid of that thumbs down and thumbs up. They think that it's a good thing because we're supposed to, as content creators, we're supposed to be so big that we can take it and oh, it's helping our channel, blah, 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 blah. We're supposed to not let us get it down and, just go on with our life and, don't feed the troll thing. Ah, baloney. Just remove it, YouTube. It's a dumb tool. Here you are doing all these analytic things, thinking that, oh, we're helping the creators by giving them a new studio when the old one was just fine. If you just listen to what your creators are telling you and improve the old one instead of building us a whole new one, get rid of those damn thumbs up and thumbs down. They're not helping anybody. Most of the creators would tell them that. Some creators suck up to them and say, oh, doesn't bother me any. And I don't get that many thumbs up and thumbs down like somebody. I get them. My older videos have them because they've been out there for 5-6 years. They should really, YouTube could do a lot of work with those tools. I mean, the YouTube could actually make them useful to us. YouTube could say, before you give a thumbs down, you have to give a valid reason, and not just because I hate you. I hate you or I don't like you is not a good reason to get a thumbs down. Give a thumbs down because the lighting's bad, which, I probably can't do much about anyway, but give a valid thumbs down. Somebody might actually listen to you. But just giving a thumbs down because you don't like somebody or you're jealous of their art or God knows why, you don't feel good that day, so you're going to make everybody else miserable. YouTube, what kind of help is that? What kind of help is that to your creators? I honestly think YouTube could learn from Facebook in that sense. Facebook has an angry face, but they don't have thumbs up and thumbs down. Instagram doesn't have thumbs up and thumbs down. Why does YouTube insist on keeping these things? It's archaic, it's childish, it's dumb. So I kind of hold YouTube just as responsible as the trolls. They're troll tools. They're troll tools just used to make people rant like Mary is. And, then they sit out there and laugh at the rant, but at least I told them off. At least I told my troll off. I told him to go have a good day. That probably hurts him. Let's see. I thought I tore another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one isn't very long. I want a longer one. Well, we'll use it anyway. I think they got shorter. My last one was shorter. We'll use it. I don't care how many thumbs down you give me, but I will vocalize that I think you're sick. I think you're making yourself sick by going and pushing thumbs downs on everybody's video. You're just ruining your own day. You may not know it. You may not realize it. You need to grow up a little. You'd probably feel better if you go give some thumbs up. There we go. All right. There are my tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 bookmarks. So let's put my knife away. Let's put my scissors away. Let's put the utility knife away. I can't put these away yet. So here's my journal. This is dried. And this, look, Norma tied chocolate. I opened my chocolate bar. This was around the chocolate. I'll be using this too. Let's put some raffia around my chocolate bars. I didn't eat the whole thing yet, Norma. I haven't eaten the whole thing yet. But this is going to go here. And I'm debating whether I'm going to glue this down or I won't put it on until I've stitched in the signatures. But it'll go there. And then these butterflies are dimensional. They're on cardboard. I cut them out. I fussy cut them out and put them on cardboard and made dimensional pieces out of them. Here's my spine. My journal spines are all black because I figured if I had put color in there, it would just blend in with the color that's there. The black kind of shows through. So there's my spine, and then there'll be the long stitch here. I have to go watch the stitching video yet. We're going to stitch it in the next hangout. Will be a link in the description box below after I stream here. So, and inside my journal, I have 5 signatures. And this morning I covered the fronts and the backs with more fabric, more butterfly fabric. And I think I counted 12 pages or 11 pages in here in each journal. And this is going to be called my MAJIC journal, meaning my art journal is cool. MAJIC, my art journal is cool. And I'm going to journal in here in the next couple weeks. I'm going to write down as many of thoughts and I might do a little glue booking, maybe not much, and I might do some sketches in here of my thoughts about art journaling. This is all going to be about art journaling. When I started, the types of art journaling I've done, it's not going to be techniques or directions or anything like that. It's not going to be quote. I might put a couple quotes, but it's not going to be all about quotes. But it's all going to be about my art journaling and my thoughts on art journaling. And I can probably fill 5 of these with my thoughts today. You might get sick of hearing Mary think. And then I'll have some tags in here every now and then. Let's just put a couple tags. I got 6 tags. I'll just put them in here randomly. And 2 bookmarks. I've got 5 signatures, so I got 1 extra tag. Maybe I'll put it at the front or back. And maybe I'll put a slot and put a tag in here, put a little pocket in here. I've got plenty of extra. I've got 2. How did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we didn't get that one in there. And I've got 2 bookmarks. I'll just put my bookmarks in here randomly too. For now, it's not bound. It's not bound yet. I'm going to go look at the review. I'll put this in here while it won't fall out. Review the stitching video, but otherwise, I'm going to be working in the signatures over the next 2 weeks. I think Lisa said they're going to meet next week at probably on Lisa's channel, and they're just going to work on an embellishing, and I'll probably show you my progress in writing. So then the following Tuesday, they're going to do the video on it's going to be a long stitch here to bind it. And that's what I have to. So there's my art journal. What time is it? Almost 7 o'clock. Look, I did my whole stream on this art journal this morning. There's one more thing I want to do before we leave. Before we leave, let me get this stuff out here. I want to tip in that chocolate cover that Norma, I took it off. I haven't eaten the whole bar yet. I was tempted. It was pretty good, but I said, no, Mary, you can't have that whole bar at once. I think 2 pieces of chocolate, 3 pieces of chocolate, 3 squares is 1 serving. 3 squares is 1 serving, and it has 120 370 calories. I have probably eaten 1, 2, 3. I probably ate 6 squares. So that would have been what? 340 calories that I had last night. But it says how to change your experience, how to experience this candy bar. You smell the aroma of the chocolate to experience all its flavors. You snap a piece from the bar and you'll feel the smoothness of the chocolate. You allow the chocolate to melt on your tongue. You will notice the flavor of how it melts. As you breathe through your nose, you will sense the different flavors that each of the Sam's Choice bars delivers. But it's Swiss chocolate. It said, did you know that the sight, smell, and sound, and finally taste are all experienced differently with each of your Sam's Choice bars? This Sam's Choice bar chocolate contains 60% cocoa with pieces of almond and delivers a silky smooth chocolate taste created from our unique Swiss processes. So that's going to be tipped in. That's going to be tipped in here just because I enjoyed my chocolate bar from Norma. And I didn't get any more colonial borders done. I might do that today before Aunt Beck streams. I think she's going to stream tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And she's been doing borders and Dirty Dozen. We're working on the pocket letters. I'm going to swap them. I have mine done. I have 4 of them done. I'm up with you, Aunt Beck. You're not ahead of me. Here are my pocket letters. I did a red button, a black button, a photo booth photo, and the butterfly. Give yourself time. So we'll be working on those tonight. So let's tip this in. Let's tip it in here someplace. I think I'll tip it right here because it already has a flap. It already has a flap. I could tip it that way, or I could tip it this way. I like to keep the nutrition. I think I'll tip it that way, but then I don't want to do it on that paper. Let's see. Let me find a place to tip it in this one page. There's one of my freeform mandalas from Barb's stream. There's my 4th of July. I'm getting this journal full. I'm getting it full. Here, maybe? Here? Yeah, we'll tip it here. There. It'll be a tip in like that. So I'll put tape there. Tape, tape, tape. Let's use the wide stuff. Thank you, Norma, for the chocolate. She sent the biggest box of Happy Mail. I was going to use some of the papers that she sent, but my journal's really not suited to one-page signatures, so I didn't. I'll save hers for another time. Let's tip it right down in here. There we go. Right like that. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Let's see. I love this quilt. I love this quilt piece. I just love it. And I'm going to journal here about this quilt piece. I did those willow trees yesterday. We did this in my Friday night stream. Azure has been sending me a couple of gifts of hers, and Aunt Beth put hers out on her, I don't know if she put them on Instagram. I know she put them in her group, we did these little doodly faces in my stream Friday. And Asner's done 2 sets of them. They're really nice. Both of you gals done nice pages. There's the little Pocket Pal gals. I'd like to carve her as a stamp. I think I'm going to carve her as a stamp. I don't have time to do it this morning. Maybe tomorrow morning. Let's see. I'm looking for a page that I want to work on here. Happy Mail from Mary Ann. Card from Aunt Beck. These are doodles that Aunt Beck is doing. This was week 1 and week 2. Norma, dictionary page from Norma, and a note. These were my notes of what I wanted to do in my stream last Friday night. The arrows mean go to the next, like we didn't get our art study and our art trivia done last Friday night. I have to build my August journal. I wanted to work on more colonial pages. I carved a doodle stamp. So that's kind of what my arrows and X's mean. That was from Barb's Freeform Mandela. I put some July fabric in there. I'm just looking for something I can work on here. Wow. Maybe another map page. What I want to do, and I think I'll do more. Oops, I dropped all my little eraser carvings off on the floor. Let's see. Let's do, rather than do 1 a day, today is Wednesday. Let's do 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's do to the end of the week on this page. Let's get it done. Then I won't have to be doing this every day. I got time here. I don't want to use those scissors. I'll use these. This quote says, boldness be my friend. Alarm me, audacity. Shakespeare. Yeah, sometimes we have to get bold, don't we? Sometimes we have to, some people don't like to hear it, but sometimes we have to get bold and say what we think rather than kowtow to what others think. Mary's off on her vent again. Oh, we want the 17th, Wednesday the 17th. That's today. That's today. Boldness be my friend. Arm me, audacity. A little kitty sitting in a, looks like a basketball hoop. No, what he's sitting in. Sometimes we have to speak up, no matter what others think. Sometimes people don't like to hear it, but all right. Let's throw that away. That's the 17th. The 18th says, style is life. It's the very lifeblood of thought. Gustave Flaubert. I just need this. The 18th. We don't need the July. Let's cut the little kitty. I just kind of fussy cut him out. There's that. Style is life. And then what I like to do on these quotes is kind of come back and write my own thoughts. I read the thought and then you hear me verbalize, but I like to come back and kind of journal about them, what they mean to me at the time. There's that one. This one says, this is the 19th. This is Fridays. Never express yourself more clearly than you think. That's a good one. Yeah. In other words, just say, well, I don't know if you should say everything that's on your mind, but sometimes you have to say it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do. Look at that little kitty. Where is he? He's underneath of something. He's hiding under, it looks like a book. Never express yourself more clearly than you think. I'll have to think about that one. You know, I have to have a thought about them all. I might just write, huh? Huh? Never express yourself more clearly than you think. Nels Bohr, B-O-H-R. And the last one we're going to do is for Saturday and Sunday. And it says, friendship is love without its wings. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Two little ones sitting in a pocket. And this is Saturday and Sunday. We're going to cut these out here. And the quote. And let's see, how am I going to do this? Shall I just cut it sort of like that? Yeah. I had a calendar once that, man, I journaled on the back of the calendar pages. I'll put that down in there. And I think I'll do it this way. I'll make my days come down this way. My quotes come this way. Quote come this way. My day here. Like that. Like that. Like that. And my day there. So I'll have my days going around in a circle. And then I'll have these coming in here like that. Come on, cheer up. Let's glue her down. Let's glue her down. Let's see if I can rescue this. Or did I crumble it up too bad? Not too bad. Mary's just art journaling in her world today. She's off in her world today. She'd rather be in her world than the other one. I'm off in my world with my thoughts today. July 17th. And I think I put a lot of glue on here, but I find I come back and still have to glue some of this stuff down. I don't know about it. Let's put it this way. Right up here maybe. And I want my 17 to come down in this corner. Oops. Like that. And let's put these quotes up here maybe. Let's cut that out a little bit more. Boldness, be my friend. Arm me, audacity. Do I want it up there? I think I'd rather have it there at the bottom. Put it where I'd rather have it. Although it should probably go up here. Yeah, it fits down there better. And then this one will go here. Hi, Violet. Good morning. Good morning, Violet. Journey's in the house. Sweetheart is here. Hi, sweetheart. Violet, Jersey. So by eating chocolate, you are actually doing yourself a favor and not eating all the flour, butter, and sugar. I don't know. I think that chocolate goes awfully good with a cup of coffee. Oops, that's upside down. Put that there. And I think this quote actually can go right in here. That chocolate would taste good with a nice hot cup of coffee or a cold glass of iced tea. Put this kitty here and put the Friday in here. So the days go around and the cats go around and the quotes sort of go around. And then I'll have these done to the end of the week. I think I'm going to start doing these by week instead of by day. Doing them by day gets a little much. I don't have to do them at all, but I like to use what's sent to me in Happy Mail. I got these in Happy Mail, this calendar. I like to use it. We'll put that one right up here. Let's put it kind of under the ear. There we go. And the quote reads, "Never express yourself more clearly than you think." Huh? I like that. How can you express yourself more clearly than you think? I guess by spouting out big words that you don't know what you're talking about. That you're saying those big words to impress people. And this one's really cute. This one's going to come down a little. Saturday and Sunday. Maybe I'll put it. Maybe I'll snip that. Oops. Let's go ahead. No, let's do this first. Put it Saturday and Sunday like that. All right. Okay. Okay. So Aunt Beck is going to be on tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. I usually don't get right in there at 7 because that's our supper time, 6 Central. And when my brother cooks, I feel like I have to eat it. I mean, not only do I have to eat it, he's a good cook, but, you know, he calls me to supper. I can't say, no, not now. I'm watching Aunt Beck. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I say I can't come right now or give me a minute or something like that. But then I have to clean up after supper. I do the dishes and clean up the mess. He doesn't like the cleanup. So he cooks and I do the cleanup. And then when I cook, I do the cleanup. Oh dear. Oops, where's my 20? 21. Here it is. July. Do we want to put the calendar? No, we don't need the calendar. We got it on other pages. So, but it's time to go grocery shopping again. Yeah, come on. So we'll probably be doing that today. That's up too high. Oh, well. And then this quote reads, "Friendship is love without its wings." Lord Byron. Friendship is love without his wings. Yeah. All right, let's put that right here. Okay. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. These can go. Dee Dee will be on. Today's Wednesday. In about 15 minutes, Dee Dee Willingham will come on. Let's do a little marking here. And What do I want to do here? Well, I guess I'll just do it by hand. Sort of give myself a circle of sorts. You can tell there's stuff underneath there. What's underneath my almond bar? I just feel like doodling. Let's see, how will this come? More like that. Like that. Oops. Like that. Only it should go the other way like this. And oops. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So that's what I do in my art journal. I could write that down in my art journal thoughts. Just playing. Just playing. Just playing. Like the more lines you get on there, the better. right. It is 7:22. I worked on my art journal. I put my chocolate in. Ooh, look at the back. I like the back. It looks like a big bow. I worked on mostly today. I worked on my my MAJIC journal. MAJIC journal. That's what I worked on today. Made my tags. Put front and back covers on my little signatures. Made my tags and bookmarks and glued these guys on. So there we go. That's what I did today. Do a little art every day. Do a little art every day and you'll be amazed at what you do in a year. 360. If you can't do art every day, take 5 minutes out and do a doodle wherever you are. Just take 5 minutes of breathing time. 5 minutes of breathing time. Let's see what you guys are saying before I leave. Wow. Yes, one day. Trash them. There's a big difference in kids' pencils and professional pencils. I got my pencils over 40 years now. What? I got glue on the back of my phone. I'm going to have to clean that off. Yes, paste. Linda, I like that black cardstock as a signature cover. Maybe I'm going to try that. In here? Yeah. Now, that's pretty good, isn't it? And then I just took fabric and with my Yes paste glued my, if you're talking about this. I kind of like it. I like it. I was thinking about covering the signatures with this fabric and just doing, I think Lisa did that because one of her pages was ripping. It was an old book page. And she took fabric and mended the page. And I was thinking maybe I'd put a strip of fabric here on the edge. But my thought as I looked at them in here is that if I have too much of this, it would blend in. And I think the black just kind of stands out. Red would be nice in there too. Those are still good for coloring books to put in the journals. I use Crayola in mine. Thank you, Laura. Thank you guys for listening to me again this morning. What was I talking about this morning? The trolls and I guess it was the trolls. Trolls and StreamYard doesn't have a business address that I can find. Thanks for streaming, Mary. Well, thank you guys all for coming and for hanging out with me every day. I have good days. I have bad days. I have off days. I have on days. I have days where everything works and days where, well, it could have been a little better. Wish I could get up earlier to play with you, but my brain is mush until about noon. Well, you know what, Violet? You know what? You do what fits you. I enjoy it when you guys come in, but I understand not everybody. I have to wake YouTube up in the morning. I understand. Truthfully, I do understand. Come in and say hello and then go back to bed if you want. That's okay. Lurk if you don't want to talk. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. Have a great day. For those of you that are still working, have a great day. And for those of you who are going to be in Aunt Beck's stream, I'll see you tonight. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.